Did you know that within just 24 hours of studying, you're likely to forget up to 70% of what you've learned?
This isn't because you're lazy.
And it's certainly not because you're not smart enough. The truth is, we've been taught to learn the wrong way. You can spend hours rereading notes and highlighting every page. But it's like trying to fill a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom. You keep trying, and your efforts feel completely wasted. But what if there was another way? A way that doesn't require endless cramming, but simply learning smarter. This isn't a secret, it's a proven science. In this video, I'm not only going to reveal why we forget, but I'll also give you the exact methods that have transformed the lives of millions of top learners around the world. These are science-backed techniques that will help you master learning, instead of letting learning master you. If you've ever felt helpless or frustrated with the way you learn, hit that like and subscribe button right now. This video is for you. Why we forget. The science of memory. To beat your enemy, you must first understand it. And our biggest enemy in learning has a name: the forgetting curve. This concept was first described by pioneering psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus over a century ago. He demonstrated that within just a few hours of learning something new, our brain begins to shed that information at an alarming rate. After 20 minutes, you could lose up to 40%. After one day, that number skyrockets to 70%. You're left with almost nothing. This isn't just a theoretical chart, it's a biological reality. From a neuroscience perspective, our brain is an incredibly efficient gardener. It prunes away weak neural connections, a process called synaptic pruning, to make room for more important or frequently used pathways. When you use traditional study methods like simply rereading your notes or highlighting paragraphs, you're not giving your brain a strong enough signal. File away that information for long-term storage. Background noise, like an ad. You scroll past on Instagram and it quickly discards it. The result? You feel productive, but your brain treats the information as non-essential, leading to that frustrating moment when your mind goes completely blank during an exam. The key to effective learning, therefore, lies not in the amount of information you consume, but in the power of the signals you send to your brain. So we've established the problem: our brains are hardwired to forget. The traditional methods we've been taught simply don't work with our natural memory systems. But there is a group of people who have been, for centuries, defying this very curve. Think about Japanese students. They're often seen as masters of memory, capable of retaining thousands of intricate kanji characters for life. This isn't just a cultural stereotype, it's a result of a deeply ingrained learning philosophy. They don't have a magical gene for memory. Instead, their success comes from an incredible dedication to a set of specific, scientifically backed principles. These aren't secrets they've kept hidden away. They're systematic, effective methods that anyone can use. So, how do they do it? They've learned to work with their brains, not against them. They understand that true learning isn't about the sheer amount of information you consume, but about how you process and retain it. In the next part, we're going to dive deep into 5 of these powerful methods. You don't need to be a genius or have hours of free time. You just need to be willing to change the way you approach learning. Get ready to discover the secrets that have allowed Japanese students to master complex subjects without the stress and burnout of cramming. Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about the solution. These are the 5 core methods backed by neuroscience that form the foundation of effective learning. This isn't just theory, it's a practical toolkit for mastering any subject. Most of us treat learning as a passive activity. We focus on input, reading a textbook, watching a lecture, or highlighting a passage. But true memory is built through output. Think of it like training a muscle to retrieve information. The stronger those neural connections become. This is the core of active recall. And it's why just reading a page 10 times is far less effective than trying to recall the key points from memory just once. Research from psychologists Jeffrey Karpake and Henry Roediger has repeatedly shown that retrieval practice, the act of pulling information from your memory, is one of the most powerful learning strategies. Every time you struggle to recall something, you're not failing. You're actually strengthening the very pathways that lead to long-term retention. How do you apply this? Simple. Close your book and try to write down everything you remember about the topic on a blank sheet of paper. You can also use the Feynman technique. Try to explain the concept to someone else as if they were a child. The moment you stumble, you know exactly where the gaps in your knowledge are. We've seen how the forgetting curve works against us. Spaced repetition is the direct counter-attack. Instead of trying to cram everything at once, this method involves reviewing information at increasing intervals of time, just as your memory is about to fade. Psychologists have long known about the spacing effect. By revisiting information just before you would naturally forget it, you reinforce the memory more efficiently and make it last longer. Students don't wait until the night before a test to review. They use a systematic review schedule to keep knowledge fresh. You can easily automate this process with modern technology. Apps like Anki or Quizlet use smart algorithms to show you flashcards exactly when you need to review them. A simple schedule could look like this. Review a topic after 1 day, then 3 days, then 7 days, and finally after a month. Each review session makes the memory stronger and extends its life. The Kumon method is a renowned Japanese learning system that teaches a powerful principle instead of overwhelming yourself. With large amounts of information, you break your studies into small, manageable steps. This approach encourages daily, bite-sized learning, reinforcing concepts gradually until they become second nature. This idea aligns perfectly with the concept of atomic habits, popularized by author James Clear. He explains that tiny changes, a mere 1% improvement each day, compound into remarkable results over time. The Kumon method works the same way by mastering a little bit every day. You avoid burnout and build a rock-solid foundation of knowledge. Instead of trying to tackle a 50-page chapter in one sitting, focus on mastering just one concept. Spend 15 to 20 minutes a day on a single topic, and you'll build stronger recall and a deeper understanding without ever feeling overwhelmed. Kaizen, which translates to change for the better, is more than just a technique. It's a philosophy. It emphasizes continuous improvement through small, consistent steps. Instead of relying on last-minute cramming, Japanese students apply the Kaizen principle to their studies, believing that even a tiny improvement every day compounds into massive progress over time. The best part? You can practice Kaizen in your learning with as little as 6 minutes a day. 2 minutes of active recall, 2 minutes of spaced repetition, and 2 minutes of focused practice. Just 6 minutes a day, and over a month, you'll be 30% better than you were before. No burnout, no stress, just steady, deliberate mastery. Mastery isn't just about technique, it's about mindset. In Japan, students practice shu, a state of deep focus, where they become one with their task. This is the foundation that makes all the other methods work. When you're in a state of deep concentration, your brain tags that information as important, making retention easier. This concept is scientifically linked to the flow state, a term coined by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. To enter this state, you need to minimize distractions and create a ritual that signals to your brain that it's time to learn. Want to boost your focus? Create a dedicated study space. Use the same pen or listen to the same instrumental music every time you study. By turning learning into a ritual, you signal to your brain that it's time for serious work, making it easier to enter a state of deep concentration and learn more effectively. Now you know the science. You understand that your brain is designed to forget, and you have the 5 most powerful tools to fight back. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are a complete system. Think about the last time you truly mastered something. Maybe it was a sport, a musical instrument, or even a video game. You didn't just watch videos and read guides. You practiced, you failed, you adjusted, and you kept going until you reached mastery. Real learning works exactly the same way. It shouldn't be a struggle fueled by burnout and last-minute cramming. It should be an efficient, intelligent process. You have 2 choices: go back to the old way of learning and keep forgetting, or start using these Japanese methods today. The top 1% of learners won't just see this and move on. They'll take action. The question is, will you? Try just one of these 5 hacks today. Pick the one that resonates most with you and give it a shot. Leave a comment below and let me know which one works best for you. Don't let these insights fade away like the information you learned yesterday. Change your life one tiny step at a time. This is the easy way, actually.